So at which point you decided to build the villa here?
I made some money with the poker. I had to think about how to invest it.
So was it easy to find the land here? Did you find the constructor who made it like you wanted?
I would say it was also not that difficult.
How much did it take you to buy the land altogether? Hey everyone, greetings from Thailand. If you would like to know about life in Thailand, you probably wonder how is it to own the property here. Today I meet Moritz. He agreed to share his stories of building his own villa here in Koh Samui, Thailand. So let's meet Moritz.
Edward, hey!
Hi Moritz, how are you?
You're very good. Come in. How are you doing?
Amazing. What a nice place you have.
Thank you. Now I can show you around the upper one, if you want to have a look.
Yeah, would be great.
Here we have the open plan living area with the kitchen and living room. It opens with folding doors all the way to the terrace, and you have the sunrise in the east between this V-shaped mountain.
Nice view.
Good days, clear days, you can see Koh Phangan in the distance, and you can overlook Big Buddha and the temple in Chaweng. At night you see all the lights. This one we just changed, so you could be one of the first to enjoy the bathtub if you would be staying here now. We added a balcony in the last couple of weeks and added a bathtub when you are sitting outside. The point is that you are surrounded by the jungle and still can enjoy the sea view when you're outside there. So yeah, that's the smallest of the 3 bedrooms.
So it's a great place. I love it. I thought it's only one villa, but you have 2.
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell a little bit about yourself?
Yeah,
Where are
sure.
you from? How come you're in Thailand?
Yeah, well, I guess like most people, I came here on a holiday for the first time and instantly fell in love with the place. And can't believe that's 12 years ago now. And yeah, I came while I was still studying in Germany. I'm from Germany.
Okay.
And I planned to come for 2.5 months at that time, but extended for a few months and then decided to come here for a whole year to give it a go. The background is that I was playing poker at that time, and yeah, I just took the chance to give it a go full time. Went back to Germany and got rid of my apartment that I had at that time and came back here with friends that I met in Samui. And yeah, that's 12 years ago. So
you don't regret you made the decision that time, right?
Definitely not. I mean, it could have been a completely different life when I would have stayed back home in Germany, but I love my life here and all turned out pretty well for me, I would say.
And you tried other Asian countries? Have you traveled around the world? Or it was Thailand and then, okay, I've seen enough. I like this place, I'm staying.
When I came here, I didn't know anything else outside of Thailand here in Asia, but in the last couple of years, I traveled around as well, and I always come back here and feel like it's the best place to live and feels like a home by now. When I came here for the first time, of course, I didn't plan to move here. Yeah. It was more like a progression that you always extended for a little bit longer. It felt like you can leave any time if you don't like it anymore. So it wasn't really ever a decision to say I'm moving to Thailand. It happened over the years, and yeah, of course now I can't imagine going back to Europe to live there. Just love it here.
And you tried Phuket or other places in Thailand, or you decided it's going to be Samui?
Actually, yeah, the first month I came to Thailand I spent in Phuket, and after that we went for 1 month to Bangkok, and I just wanted to finish that holiday with 2 weeks in Samui. So actually that was the shortest period that I planned to stay. But at that time, yeah, I decided I liked Thailand so much, and also Samui I didn't feel like I saw enough yet. So extended for a few months. And I definitely liked it more than Phuket back then, or Bangkok.
Right.
So
Okay.
for me, it's the best place here in Thailand.
So at which point you decided to build the villa here?
That came after a few years living here, and when I decided that I'm going to spend at least a couple of more years here, and also I made some money with the poker, so I had to think about how to invest it, and it felt like by moving around here, renting a lot of villas and always following the prices and knowing the areas and seeing how it developed over the years, I felt like I know a bit about the market here. And at first I wanted to buy a house and looked around but didn't find the right fit. I was close to buying one, but didn't turn out well, or not well. I just didn't go ahead with the buy at that time. Then I started to look for land and noticed that if you build yourself and you're on the island, you can make a lot of decisions yourself or be involved in the process. Then you can actually save quite a lot of money compared to the sales price.
Oh, okay.
And
and then you can get what you want.
Exactly. Yeah, that's also of course a benefit, that you can design the house according to your needs and maybe put in some things that are very important to you compared to just buying the house that's already built.
I see. So was it easy to find the land here? I heard, like, I know, right? You have to have a company to invest in the land or building a house.
Yeah, it's true.
How difficult or easy it was?
I would say it's straightforward. You have to do your research or get informed that you don't do any mistakes or just jump right in. But yeah, that's a very common question I also get from guests when I rent out the houses here. How can you own a house here? How do you do it? Because as a foreigner, you're not allowed to own any land in Thailand. Different options how you can accomplish that. Yeah, you can completely legally lease land.
For 30 years, right?
For 30 years, yeah. You can register that, and there won't be any issues with that. But in that case, you don't own the land. Other route many foreigners do is that they create a company and they are part of that Thai company, so they are a shareholder in that company. Okay. But it has to be a majority of Thai shareholders, otherwise it would not be a Thai company. So officially, you're just a part in that company that owns the land, but you can do it with shareholders that you trust, and in that way, most foreigners opt for owning the land via the company with other Thai shareholders.
I see. So what I see now, the project that you have for a few years, did you see it like that in your head? Did you find the constructor who made it like you wanted? Was it difficult to find the constructor here in Thailand?
I would say it was also not that difficult, but it was a longer process for me. Similar like coming here to Thailand and living here now, I didn't plan initially to build 2 houses. Right. Like I said before, I was looking to buy a house first to live there actually myself in the house. When I decided I want to build a house, I wanted to build one house to live there. Okay. And so you adjusted your plans a little bit. First you wanted to build a house for yourself. Mm-hmm, correct, yeah. That it became a business later on, that was also just kind of a progression. I started to build this house here first when I bought the land. And a few months later, because I had 2 building permits on this plot of land, I decided that I'm going to build a second house, which I was going to rent out to other expats or people living here on the island in general. So also not thinking about having a short-term rental business. A few months into the construction of the second house, I noticed how much space I got under this house, so I decided to add another apartment. Giving it a go with the short-term business and having tourists stay in the villa, because financially it's very, very attractive to have tourists staying in the villas, and would move all my private belongings to apartment, and the idea was have tourists come from all over the world. You get to meet a lot of interesting people, and you can still enjoy the villa yourself sometimes. So right now we are waiting for the next guest to check in, and we can spend some time in the villa. We often have birthday parties, barbecues at the pool here. So that's a benefit that you can't have when you rent it out to people living here full time. Okay, so now we are on the second floor where we have the 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The one facing Chao Eng. So when you're staying in this one, you have the views over to the other island, Koh Phangan and Chao Eng. At nights you can see all the lights there around the lake.
So you have another one?
Yeah, all bedrooms come with a bathroom, so you don't have to wait and get in line when you want to take a shower. This one was designed as the master bedroom because it has the biggest bathroom. Here you have the best views towards the golf course on the balcony. And yeah, this one is the bathroom, shower, 2 sinks and a little balcony in the back facing the jungle.
Oh, nice. Nice. Cool. Cool. Nice villa.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you can just spend your time with yourself and with this view, relax. And the paperwork, in Thailand in general, like sorting out all the papers. I mean, the communications, the papers to build everything. How was it difficult compared to Europe, or was it easy, or did you have some issues?
Yeah, well, I can't really compare to Europe since I never done something like that in Europe. So
for you, it was new, no experience before, right?
Correct. Yeah, I have no.
The construction was the European company, or is it Thai? How was the communication?
Yeah, I built with a Thai company, and in the end, it's a small island. You get some recommendations introduced by people who already built with that person, know the consultants or people who were involved with other projects with them. So for me, when I got the land, it came with the building permit, so that was already set up. I was allowed to build 2 houses, and the process was to find a building company, and I talked to many builders, to the big companies here and some smaller ones, and got a lot of different prices, a lot of different ideas how they want to realize it, what challenges they see with the site because it's quite steep. In the end, yeah, like I said, it's connections. My neighbor built a pool at that time with Belgium guy.
So you had someone who made the pool for you, you had another team who made the interior work and the design?
No, actually it was one builder. No, what I wanted to say is that my neighbor built a pool with a guy that he hired for this job. I get to know this guy, and we drive around, we look at a lot of properties they built before, and in the end I went with him, and he was helping me, consulting me through the entire process, and introduced me to the Thai company that I in the end built the 2 houses with, but it was one company that built both houses.
I see. So you had probably the budget for making the project. Eventually, did you meet price of the budget, or it exceeded maybe 2 times, or it was, how was it?
I would say I was pretty close to what I wanted to spend and what we planned for, because you also have different options how you build a house or the pricing. But what's very common here is that you get a square meter price and you agree on what standard or what fittings you get with this square meter price. So we knew how big the house should be in the end, and we had a price for that. So in the end it was about the finishings, what kind of kitchen do I want? Do I want glass balcony? Like those things were extra, and that went a bit over the budget that was initially planned, but it was pretty close. So the house itself basically was the price that we agreed on in the beginning, and then it was just about the finishings. Do you want to have natural stone for the tiles, or you have different price levels for those things?
You still have space for the 3rd one? Do you have plans to expand? Do you have plans to more, or are you busy enough?
For this plot of land, there's no more space for another house, and at the moment I don't really have any plans of building another one. Yeah, so quite busy with those two houses, and that's it for now.
So the demand of giving these kind of places to rent is high, right?
I would say so, yeah.
How long did it take you to build it, and how long do you have it?
We built it in 2015, and then we welcomed our first guests in the summer of 2016. It took about 10 months to build one house. Like I said before.
That's fast.
Yeah, it's quite fast. Even during the rainy season, sometimes you get a problem in the rainy season when it just rains for 1 or 2 weeks and you can't continue. But at that time we were already that far that we had the roof on and it was about finishing. So yeah, it was a fast process. I have it for 6 years now that I welcome guests, and I would say from the very beginning it was very, very busy, and COVID, of course, was a huge factor. Challenge, yeah, for everybody. Yeah,
right, on the island.
World.
Yes.
Not only Samui, everywhere. Yeah. I'm surprised how well it picked up. I mean, we are still facing some restrictions.
2 years was enough.
2 years was enough. It feels like it's over, and people waited long enough to come back here without all the restrictions. And yeah, I'm surprised how quickly it got that great again. So yeah, it's going well for the vacation rental side of the business.
I don't know if you can reveal how much did it take you to buy the land altogether and get those 2 villas?
Yeah, I would say it's around 25 million in the end that I spent, including
Thai baht.
25 million Thai baht, yeah, including the land and building the 2 houses and having an apartment, and we added a gym. So those were things that in the end went over the budget because we utilized basically all of the space that we have under the house. So yeah, around 25 million, and then over the last couple of years some renovations and upgrades that add on to this. But the initial time, first price was around 25, including the land and having everything set up with furniture and stuff.
Lately the prices are growing, are they?
I heard from friends when they build a house now that the construction, the materials, they got more expensive.
Everything becomes expensive.
Yeah.
What about the land itself? Because I see more villas even than a few years before.
True, yeah, they're building like crazy, and they have been doing that for the last couple of years, and I think that's a...
So demand is growing, so the price is growing, is it?
No, I would argue that that's probably why the prices for the houses didn't really go up, because there's so much new buildings that are coming up, and many people just opt for building a new one than buying it. And for the land price, I would also say that it didn't really change much in the last couple of years. If you go back further, if you say like you would have got the opportunity to buy land 15 years ago, then the prices really went up. But I would say during the last 5 to 10 years, it didn't change much, because there's still enough supply, or there's still enough land available. But I can only imagine that in future. I mean, it's an island in the northeast area here, Chaweng to Bang Rak, Phuket.
I see.
The space is limited, so at some point it might go up, but I would say at the moment not that much, no.
I see. You're not planning to sell the villas, right? You're giving it for rent for the long term, for the short term?
Yeah. I don't really plan to sell it, and I also think that's one of the attributes of the market here, that many people, they have their houses, also holiday houses, they come visit 3-4 times a year.
All right.
And they would sell it for the right price, for a high price, but they don't really want to sell it.
All right.
So it's similar here. The business is going so well, and I feel at home here.
All right.
I don't really plan on selling it.
So Thailand is your home?
Correct, yeah.
Thailand is your home.
Definitely.
All right, and how people can find you? How can I rent the villa? We will leave your contacts down below.
Yeah, so basically when you type in 𝐕𝐢𝐤𝐤, that's the name of the 2 villas here, 𝐕𝐢𝐤𝐤. If you type that in Google, you will find my website, you will find all the listings. Of course, I'm on the booking websites on the
like booking.com or God or something.
Yeah,
like
on all those travel websites, but
so I get a better price if I contact you directly?
Correct, yeah, that's always the preferred way. In the end, I'm getting more, and guest also gets a cheaper price because you save the commission, so it's a win-win with travel agency, losing the commission, yeah.
Right. Cool, that's great. I appreciate your time. Thank you for answering all the questions.
Sure, it was much a pleasure.
Hope I have a chance to stay here again. The big ones.
And then, which one are you going to choose, the upper or the lower one?
I love this one.
High up, better view.
Yeah, better view, that's a lovely one. I love it. Thank you for your time. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you, Edward.
Join me in Facebook and Telegram group. Follow my channel to see more videos like that. Thank you for watching.